Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech for yet more of your daily gaming news of myself, Amata. Today is the 15th of November and this time I'm bringing you some news from the Thief Reboot, as I have some positive news as Eidos Montreal has confirmed that the reboot will no longer be containing any QuickTime events, so those of you who are concerned about this can do a little happy dance. Now, the change was revealed in a Q&A post with the game's development team, which was posted on their official Eidos Montreal blog. And there was an official studio spokesperson by the name of Valerie Bordeaux, and she said, quote, "We're not implementing them. To begin with, there are very few instances of QTEs in the game. In fact, there was only one in that whole hour-long E3 demo. However, given the strong reactions it invoked in the press and the community, it was an easy decision to do away with them entirely, so we're not doing it. No QuickTime." And they did discuss a few other features, which included confirmation that the game will not be featuring any swimming sections, and they also gave a few details of the hardcore mode, where you can toggle modifiers to make your playthrough more challenging. And they said, quote, "Hardcore mode allows players to customize the game in a number of ways. One of my favorites is the Iron Man. If you die, game over. Hey, what is life without a little risk? We even added if the enemy detects you, do you die mode. Now combine that with the Iron Man. You get the point. There is also the possibility to disable focus and related abilities as promised. This in addition to the option to disable specific elements of the UI, like the reaction icons for the NPCs. The UI list is pretty extensive, so don't worry. You'll be able to get the game just the way you like it." Now, the lack of QTEs is the latest revision for the game, which is of course due out in February for PC, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and the Xbox One. And it was recently they recently revealed as well that the XP system was removed from the game, again due to negative fan feedback. So it seems that you Thief enthusiasts out there will be getting the challenging Thief game that you always dreamed of, with even customizable difficulty in the form of hardcore mode. Now, of course, they didn't discuss every change that you can make, but given that you can remove certain elements of the UI or even implement an Iron Man mode if you're particularly masochistic, it seems like they're definitely taking into consideration that people want a challenging experience. So if you want that, well, it pretty damn sounds like that you're going to be getting it. And to be honest, while some people may complain that the developers are flip-flopping, I think that it's a positive thing that they're not just developing in a little bubble where they just ignore everything that's happening, release the game, and then get all shocked and surprised at any fan outcry, at any changes being made. Thief is a classic series, beloved by many, and I think Thief 2 is always lauded as one of the best stealth games of all time, so people are going to be picky about Thief. You know, a Thief reboot, people are going to be looking at it with a fine-tooth comb, and they're going to be going, well, what have they changed? Have they modernized it? Have they added this? Have they added that? And they did try. They did try to add an XP system, and they tried to add QTEs, but both have been removed, and if the game does not suffer from their removal, then good. That is what I think. QTEs are generally awful. They can be implemented well. For example, God of War did it pretty well, and a few games have done it well, but the games that do QTEs well are very much overshadowed by the games that are, well, basically ruined by the inclusion of QTEs. For example, right off the top of my head, we have the Prince of Persia reboot that was released, I think, in 2008, if I remember correctly. That game was pretty bad all round, but the inclusion of insufferable QTEs just really made it not all that great, even though the rest of the game was not that great either. That did not exactly add to my happiness at the time, especially as a long-time fan of the Prince of Persia series, or should I say, the original trilogy. I haven't played Forgotten Sands in my defense, but still. You get my point. So I'm happy that they're listening. I just hope that the game isn't going to suffer too much because of these changes, but if the game is still good, if the core mechanics still function, if it's still going to be a well-rounded game that isn't going to feel like something's missing with these features removed, then I say go for it. They should absolutely listen when lots and lots of people who love the series go, no, what are you doing? That's terrible, you're ruining it. You should maybe at least consider listening to them and consider changing a few things. So I'm pleased to hear that they've actually keep their ear out and not just developing in a little bubble like some developers seem to do. Anyway, that is me done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.